time to check out what's going on in our kitchen. We have John with 4J's Catering making some seafood lasagna with Cherish.
Regular Ferris wheels freak me out, by the way. I mean, you were like backed up. That was like powerful. Seriously, I've always been afraid of Ferris wheels. I'm terrified of heights. I'll go skydiving, and it took me a while because I always thought it was the whole height aspect, but I think it's just the being able to see where I would go splat.
It's the noise for me, because like the creaky, like the just swinging back and forth, it's like no control, freaks me out.
So no Ferris wheel for you either.
No.
Okay, maybe skydiving though. It's totally different.
Yeah,
totally
I'm definitely down for that one.
All right, this is John, as Danny mentioned. 4J's Catering is where he is from, and today you are making not the traditional lasagna. You kind of have a twist on this.
Yes, it's a seafood lasagna. You got shrimp, scallops, and crab meat. And I'm be using Alfredo sauce instead of marinara.
I like it. Shaking things up here in our kitchen. So where do we start?
All right, starting with, we're going to get my little special blend of seasonings here.
Okay, and you have some scallops here?
This is the scallops and the shrimp.
Okay.
Just going to give those a little toss, even it out, and get these going. You don't want to get them too done, just so they don't like overcook and get rubbery in the oven.
Yeah.
In the lasagna itself, so just kind of even that out, let that get going.
And what kind of spice did you put on?
It's just a blend that I just kind of, my favorite spices I put on basically everything.
What are your favorite spices?
Well, Tony Chachere's for one.
Okay.
I mean, that's just a guaranteed. Anybody that just grew up down here, like, you got to use Tony's.
Okay, so that's a good one.
Other than that, it's just a little onion powder, oregano, a couple of Italian seasonings just to complement the Alfredo. That's about it. All
right, now you have a tomato, and I saw that you just cut a little cross in it.
Yeah, I'm going to do a tomato concasse. And what that is you just cut a little X here, and then you take it, and it only takes like literally like 5 seconds. Just drop it in the boiling water.
Never seen this done, have you guys?
And then what it does is allows you to peel it and then de-seed it really easy.
Huh, good little tip.
Because where that little X is, you just take those little 4 pieces and then peel it straight off.
I don't eat a lot of tomatoes unless they're in ketchup, but hey, maybe
but you don't
I'll
want
try
to cook
this.
it, so you just, it only takes a few seconds, just enough to loosen up that skin.
Look at that.
And it just peels straight off.
Wow, that is a really good tip. Okay, so for this recipe, just one tomato?
I've actually done 2. I've already got 1 in the mix back in the back over there.
Okay.
And I just wanted to show y'all how to do that one, so I waited for this one.
Thank you. And oven is preheated to 325.
Oven is preheated to 325.
Important to do that so you don't have to wait for it.
Yes. And just cut off that piece there. And then seeds will just come straight out.
Ah, look at that.
And that just kind of keeps it from, you know, being all seedy and grainy and super juicy, because this is going to go in the bed for the lasagna to sit on with some baby spinach that I've wilted down, along with some sauteed portobello mushrooms and a little bit of minced garlic.
And I think that what you just hit on is what a lot of people don't like about tomatoes, me for sure.
Seeds
is that,
skin.
Well, yeah, and the juice and everything, you know, you put it on your bread and it gets your bread all soggy.
Soggy, yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
So
you
this
just do
is
like
a good idea.
nice little thin chop on it. And then I'm going to grab this back over here.
Okay.
And that's, I've already wilted the spinach down and sauteed the portobellos, just went ahead and got that out of the way.
And putting that there.
And
okay.
then just throwing these tomatoes in there, and that's going to be the bed for the lettuce, the lasagna to sit on later on.
And we're going to mix that around, and we're also going to tell you more about 4J's Catering, how you can book John for your next party, big event coming up. Also, all of that information and this recipe is on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page.
Welcome back to Studio 10. I'm in the kitchen with John from 4J's Catering making a yummy seafood lasagna. What are we going to do next for this lasagna?
All right, well, right now I'm using the Fresh Market brand Alfredo sauce. I'm using this one just because it's, for one, keeps it simple and fast. Right,
that's always good.
It tastes just as good, if not maybe even, I'll admit, a little bit better than mine that I make at home. So, and actually everything today I got at the Fresh Market. Love the quality of their food, great prices, so, and it's always a great experience there too. So I'm just taking the Alfredo, mixing it in with the seafood, so you got the shrimp, the crab meat, and the scallops. Mix that in with the Alfredo. And then we're going to take some ricotta, cheese.
Need a spoon?
I got a spatula right here. And just start making these layers. And I've got the pan already panned up, so it's not going to stick to it, and it's going to come off nice and easy.
And you did not cook the lasagna noodles first, right?
No, these are actually the pre-cooked.
Okay.
So to help save a little bit of time too there. You can get the ones that you need to boil beforehand if you have the time for that. Don't always have the time for it though. So this just is like a nifty option.
Okay. Now, while you layer this up, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you for catering.
Well, there's obviously the website, 4jscatering.com, and then I'm always on Facebook, so there's that option too. And then you can always give me a ring, 251-605-8340.
Okay, if you didn't get that, we're going to put it on our website, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. Also, you were telling me in the commercial about a really cool project that you work on with kids and the families, getting the kids in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I was actually talking with my neighbor the other day, and she's got a 4-year-old, and he's like my god brother, I think. Yeah. And, his birthday is coming up, and she's like, I plan, 4 months ahead. And she's like, I want you to do the party. It's like, that's awesome. What do you want to do? And she was like, well, I want the kids in the kitchen. I was like, hold on, that's the perfect idea. I'm just going to start doing that everywhere. And I just beginning to end, getting the kids in the kitchen, teaching them and the parents how to keep it safe and fun and, start to finish. It's a family affair, and they get to make their own cupcakes and the icing and, the whole 9 yards. And it really teaches them a passion to be in the kitchen, because I started really young.
Me too.
And I think it'd be, awesome.
Yeah, I think all kids should get in the kitchen young, with supervision, of course, so that they can keep it safe. So that's really awesome that you're doing that, so people can get in contact with you to, get that stuff done too. And we're going to put all of your information on our website, like I said before, and you're going to keep layering this and then put it in the oven.
Yes.
And we'll come back our next segment and see how it all turns out.
Yes.
Happy Tuesday, and I'm very happy I have my fork ready. John Switzer from 4J's Catering is in our kitchen. Did a little bit of twist on the traditional lasagna. When you think lasagna, you probably think the red sauce. Well, today, this one has Alfredo, and John, you put some seafood in it too.
I did. It's the shrimp, crab meat, and scallops. It's sitting on a bed of wilted spinach, sauteed portobellos, and just fresh tomatoes.
The display is so pretty.
Right?
I don't want to eat it because of the display, but I want to eat it because of the taste. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I'm going to eat it. Now, while I am eating this, I got to get shrimp and scallop. I mean, you have all kinds of stuff in here. Crab meat. In this recipe, you're going to want to get this so you don't have to think about what you're going to make for dinner. You can make this. Fox10tv.com. It's on our Studio 10 page. You got all of these ingredients at the Fresh Market.
Yes.
So easy to find, one-stop shop. When you cater, I'm sure your stuff looks just like this, just as good.
Yes.
All right,
that's
so
the idea. Big
events, small events?
Both, all of it. This is more like the dinner party, 6 to 10 people, one dish with like a veggie side and maybe some appetizers and a nice dessert. So this is not intended for a large party, just because it's a little bit more costly than the regular dishes that you would do for a large amount of people. But
you can do parties no matter what size, weddings, corporate events, anything. 4J's Catering, and we have his phone number online. You can get all of John's information there, as well as this recipe, and this is so yummy. I'm gonna have a little bit more. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.